Hello again, welcome to another video. Today I'm on the east coast of County Durham to see a football club that you may not have heard of but has a very good, proud history. So please subscribe if you're new and let's get to it. Right, so today I'm in Horden, a former mining village of about 8,000 people, about halfway between Sunderland and Hartlepool, and really close to the coast as well. You might be hard pressed to find the place on a map, but it's basically just next to Peterlee, which is a new town. But Horden was here long before that. So as you can no doubt see, we're very close to the North Sea over there, and you can probably see the lights to the football ground we're going to see on the left just up here. Like many places in County Durham, Horden was once a proud mining town, as you can probably tell from all of these terrace houses. But when the pit closed in the 80s, there wasn't much left. Now, the village football club was originally called Horden Community Welfare Football Club, named after the colliery, obviously. And like a lot of colliery football teams, the ground's called Welfare Park. Now, the original Horden Community Welfare team were formed in 1908 and originally played in the North Eastern League, so they were one of the major teams, one of the major North Eastern teams in the country. And eventually they ended up in the Northern League, and then they changed the name for reasons I will tell you in a second. But first of all, I'm in a bit of shock. Why, you might ask? Well, the reason why is because that is a new stand over there, and the last time I came here, and in fact even if you look at sort of Google Street View still, there used to be a big stand over on that side that must have been knocked down, what, within the last year or so. So I thought I knew this ground, but I'm actually coming to what's pretty much a new ground. So yeah, that's new. Anyway, as I was originally saying, the original club was called Horden Colliery Welfare, but that changed relatively recently. Why? Well, because in, I think it was 2016, the old club were basically evicted from the ground, and so the team moved to Darlington and took over Darlington FC's reserve team. So what happened was Darlington Reserves basically took over Horden's place in the Wearside League at the time. So after that, a new team was formed in 2017 called Horden Community Welfare, so same initials. And they started in another league, in the Durham Alliance League, got promoted to the Wearside League, and then got promoted back into the Northern League. So the new club is called Horden Community Welfare FC. The good thing about this ground is because of this fencing here, we can actually see all of it. Get a pretty good feel for the place. And here's a sign behind the goal showing how it was originally part of the Miners' Welfare Club. Unfortunately, the place is looking a bit closed, but I'll give you some interesting facts about the ground in a second. So looking from this side, you get an idea of the terrace housing that I was talking about, typical of mining towns. But also you might get an idea of how big the ground used to be, because it's got terracing behind the goal, which obviously is very rare on newer grounds. So this would have held quite a few thousand at one time. In these mining towns, yeah, the football ground would be called Welfare Park, but that was just one part of what would be a bigger welfare grounds complex. So right next to it here, you've got the Horden Cricket Club, and behind it over there, just where the brick building is where the old Horden Rugby Club used to be. And then again, as you can see, it's part of a larger welfare park. Right, I've come back over to the corner because it seems to be the best view of the ground. Now you may not think it by looking at it right now, but this ground has actually hosted the FA Cup proper on 6 occasions. Most recently, Horden lost to Blackpool in 1981, and they actually got to the second round in 1938-39 when they lost at home to Newport County. But they've also lost to Wrexham and Scunthorpe United through the years. So yeah, this really used to be quite a big club by Northern League non-league standards. Just show you a view from the other side as well. So this is where the cricket ground is. Again, heavily fenced off, so it's really difficult to get in. I think you can see the football ground lights just after that. Here's another better idea of all the terraced housing here. So you can see basically a lot of the miners would have worked in these houses, and then the welfare ground is literally just over here. There's a football ground in the background there. So the pits and the mines provided a lot to the communities at those times. So obviously when the pits closed down, it was quite devastating for the whole village. So speaking of which, you might be asking, if Horden was such a relatively good club, what happened to them? Well, again, the pit closed in 1987. The mining company was one of the main sponsors of the club, so once the pit closed, basically the football team lost a lot of its backing, and then in the mid-80s started kind of a decline. That's when it really started. Once again, I'm just really shocked that that big stand's disappeared. Oh well, progress I guess. Okay then, that's enough for this, albeit short video from Horden. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe if you're new, likes and comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.